$307 trillion. That's how much the world owes. But here's the question nobody asks. If every country is in debt, who exactly are they all paying? Think about the paradox. China owes money, America owes money, Japan, Germany, France, all drowning in debt. So who's the creditor? The real answer isn't what you think, and it reveals how power actually works. Let's break this down. When a country goes into debt, who holds that IOU? First, foreign governments. China holds over $1 trillion in U.S. Treasury bonds. America holds debt from other nations. It's circular. Second, central banks. The Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, the ECB. These institutions can literally create money from nothing. They're creditors who don't need deposits. Third, private institutions, investment banks, pension funds, insurance companies. They buy government bonds with your retirement savings. And fourth, you. Citizens who hold government bonds, treasury bills, savings accounts backed by sovereign debt. But here's what makes this strange. Countries owe each other. America owes China $1 trillion, but China owes America through different instruments. Japan owes both. Everyone's both creditor and debtor. So, if it's circular, who's actually winning? Stay with me. Central banks are called creditors of last resort. When a government can't borrow from markets, the central bank steps in. It creates currency, electronically, with keystrokes. The U.S. Federal Reserve created $4 trillion after 2008, just created it. So if creditors can make money from nothing, what does debt even mean? This is where it gets interesting. In 1944, the Bretton Woods Agreement made the dollar the world's reserve currency. But it was backed by gold. Every dollar represented actual metal in Fort Knox. That created a constraint. You couldn't just print unlimited money. Gold was finite. Then came 1971, the Nixon shock. America had been printing more dollars than it had gold. Other countries noticed. France started demanding gold for dollars. So, Nixon ended gold convertibility completely. Dollars became backed by nothing. Just trust. Just government promise. After 1971, global debt exploded. Without gold constraints, governments could borrow infinitely. The system changed from tangible value to pure credit. What comes next is even more shocking. Now we get to the mechanism. Debt isn't just money owed, it's money owed plus interest. When the U.S. borrows $1 trillion at 3% interest, that's $30 billion per year, forever, unless they pay down principal, which they never do. The debt only grows. So who receives those interest payments? Central banks receive some. But central banks are owned by private banks. Those banks are owned by shareholders. The interest flows upward. This is wealth extraction at civilizational scale. Every tax dollar that goes to debt service is a transfer from citizens to bondholders. And here's the twist nobody talks about. Debt isn't just about money, it's about control. When a country can't pay, creditors dictate terms. The IMF, the World Bank, private banks, they demand policy changes. Privatization, austerity, resource extraction. Greece learned this. So did Argentina, Indonesia, dozens of African nations. When you owe enough, sovereign nations lose sovereignty. The creditors aren't just collecting interest. They're reshaping economies to benefit capital holders. Deregulation, labor suppression, asset sales. This isn't a side effect. It's by design. Perpetual debt creates perpetual leverage. So who owns the world when everyone's in debt? The answer: whoever controls the ability to create money and demand interest on it. Central banks create currency. Private banks distribute it. Bondholders collect the interest. And governments, theoretically representing you, transfer wealth upward through taxation. Debt isn't a bug. It's the feature. The question isn't who you owe, it's who designed a system where debt never ends. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into how power really works. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Am I wrong about this? Let's discuss.